of my career, I've been in and out of courtrooms all over Texas and in some other states. And unless everybody does their job, then this system's gonna fail. So a lot of very important stuff happens in the courthouse.
Every time Joe Haralson walks into the Jasper County Courthouse in Deep East, Texas, he follows in the footsteps of legendary lawmen. Bigger than life, you could say. Joe has seen it all in his many decades wearing a badge. He's part of an elite law enforcement agency with a long and colorful past.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Kelly Phillips.
Ms. Phillips?
It's always a privilege to shake hands with a Texas Ranger.
You start building your reputation the first day you go to work, and so your background makes a difference. I was born in Woodville, Texas, which is the county seat of Tyler County, and I grew up in Spurgeon, Texas, graduated from high school. It was an idyllic childhood in Spurgeon, Texas. Got out of high school, went off in the Army, and come back home, joined DPS, and been with DPS since October of 1971. When I had enough time with DPS to compete for a Ranger, I did, and I was lucky enough to make it.
Was this something you always knew you wanted to do?
Hey, I think every kid thought about Texas Rangers and being a Texas Ranger. I understand that I didn't have anything to do with creating that reputation. That reputation was there when I got there. We had relatives that had a television set, and the first TV show, I knew who the Lone Ranger was from going to the movie, but I saw the Lone Ranger on television for the very first show I saw on TV with Clayton Moore and Jay Silverheels, and they're still heroes. Stephen F. Austin came over here with 300 families, and there was no army, there was no government. The seat of government was in Mexico City at that time, and he employed 10 men among the people that he brought with him to range over the area of that colony and protect them from outlaws and Indians and whatever. And from there, that term Ranger stuck, and it's been there since that time. In 1935, they become part of the DPS and continue to be. And we went from, from horseback to helicopters.
Hard to believe that 200 years has passed since the first call to duty for this law enforcement unit that has no equal anywhere in the world.
You go away and you become a Texas Ranger, and now you are the longest serving Texas Ranger in the history of the Texas Rangers.
I appreciate you saying that, a success story, but we've got doctors that come out of Spurgeon High School, so I wouldn't want to compare myself to them. But,
You'd think Joe Haralson took an oath of modesty, but it's just part of the brand when you've helped protect the people of Texas for more than 50 years.
Here you are, the longest serving Texas Ranger. What does that feel like?
hey, I tell people that the only thing that means is I was born before the rest of them.
Most people don't encounter Texas Rangers in their daily life. And then when you do meet Ranger Joe, he's just the most down-to-earth people person, salt of the earth, just normal person like you and me.
Yeah, we're real lucky to have Joe. Yeah, I hope he ain't planning on retiring no time soon.
Why have you stayed and done this job for so long?
I don't know, except that I enjoy it. I'm surrounded by good people that I work with, inside and outside the Rangers and the Texas Department of Public Safety. But to tell you why I've stayed, I don't know. I just still enjoy it.
We'll follow you.
I would say that Ranger Joe's sort of a hero. Texas Rangers go above and beyond, and the work they do is dangerous. He could have gone home a long time ago, and he continues to work for us.
You'd be hard-pressed to find any tarnish on the silver badge belonging to the man who's worn it the longest. Joe Haralson has no plans on retiring, and the folks around Jasper would have it no other way.
As long as I feel like I'm contributing, I'll probably stay. I hope I decide to leave before somebody tells me, you need to go.